For cheap D2R items, visit aoeah.com. You get 3% off with the code Arreat. Check the link in the description. Hello and welcome everybody. Today we have another post about valuable items, and I realized that I haven't made a video about ethereal unique items in this series yet. Some of the items I'll show you maybe have already been equipped on your mercenaries before, and maybe you've even been frustrated that the drop was ethereal. However, melee PvP players certainly look for ethereal items because they provide high defense, and there are also some ethereal unique weapons that are commonly used. For rolls that are above average you can get multiple jar runes. Very good rolls may even be worth several 3/20/20 small charms. When dealing with ethereal armor pieces, keep in mind that not only does the enhanced defense affix vary, but also the base defense value. A maximum ED roll doesn't necessarily mean that the total defense value is perfect. Some items will be upgraded to elite versions, and while their affixes and stats remain unchanged, the base defense value is rerolled upon upgrading. So a strong defense roll before the upgrade does not guarantee it will remain high afterwards. Once an item reaches its elite form, its final defense value is set. I will be showing you the absolute max values for defense, and at the end of the video I'll also showcase the armor designs on the melee classes. Let's get started. First about the armors. Many melee builds play a Fortitude Sacred armor, but some setups require attack speed on the armor slot, and Fortitude also isn't allowed in certain rule settings. That's why melee players also prefer blue or yellow ethereal armors with high ED rolls and self-repair. Ideally, they also come with 2 open sockets. Here's an example of such an armor, a top tier melee armor with 2 open sockets free for any use. For items without self-repair, you must always plan a socket for the Zod rune. But since such an armor is expensive, some players also opt for the following ethereal unique armors. They provide high defense and have useful additional stats, plus some of them have a really cool look. Shaft Stub was sometimes used on the mercenaries in my guides, but also can be found in melee PvP builds that don't use Storm Shield, like a Zealot with Phoenix. Though its defense is comparatively lower, the 30% damage reduction is crucial if you play without Storm Shield. The Black Hades is a highly popular armor due to its high defense and 3 open sockets. One is reserved for a Zod rune of course, but we still have 2 open sockets for free use. For some weapon types, you maybe will need up to 30% attack speed on the armor. Duriel's shell is a viable option as well. It has lower defense compared to the others, but it provides strength, life and cannot be frozen. This is useful if playing 2 angelic rings, so you don't need to socket a Cham rune. Tooth Row offers high defense, strength and open wounds, plus it has a really stylish look on the barb. Arcane's Valor also stands out due to its red color scheme, provides up to +2 to all skills, and vitality scaling on character level, but the defense is really low compared to the others. Steel Carapace is a nice armor that gives the character a black color scheme. It has high defense and self-repair on it, so you don't need a Zod rune. Templar's Might is the armor with the highest defense value, adding strength, vitality and up to +2 to offensive auras. This is significant for some paladin setups using a legendary Mallet or Etin axe, because they need level 27 Fanaticism aura for better breakpoints. Now let's move on to the other equipment parts. An Ethereal Herald of Zakarum can reach over 850 defense, making it a viable option for high defense builds. Rolls above 800 defense are already quite valuable. Another paladin shield lesser known by PvE players is Alma Negra. Featuring a nice bonus to attack rating, increased damage, skill levels and solid block qualities. Arreat's face is also an excellent choice for a PvP barb, and if attack speed in the helmet isn't needed, an ethereal one with up to 750 defense is quite attractive. The helmet offers skill levels, strength, dexterity and a 20% attack rating bonus. Cerberus Bite is a common choice for melee druids, +4 to shape-shifting skills and up to 120% attack rating are very powerful. Increasing the shape-shifting skills helps in multiple ways, adding life, speed, damage and attack rating. Finally, the weapons. In Ethereal, Death Cleaver has up to 402 max damage and 40% increased attack speed, as well as 66% deadly strike and -33% target defense, so that's a heavy hitter. Great for barbarians, paladins and druids, and it's also quite affordable compared to high-end rare weapons, making it a perfect weapon for melee newcomers. You will get an average roll for several jar runes. A 280% ED roll costs about 40. An Ethereal Rune Master Axe is also very popular. You can put low runes, IAS ED jewels or ED max jewels, just as needed. It also has cannot be frozen, so you can play dual angelics without charm. Asteron's Iron Ward is quite a strong weapon as well. 200% bonus to attack rating are insane, but it is banned in most PvP formats due to slows target. High rolls are still valuable, and the crushing blow makes it a strong UT weapon. Stormlash is also banned due to cast static field on hit, but it is useful in PvE for builds looking for high crushing blow. An Ethereal Head Striker is nice for the Act 5 mercenary. For PvP it still seems a bit low in my opinion, but maybe some build can use it in a certain matchup. Flash Ripper has high qualities like minus target defense, crushing blow, deadly strike and open wounds, but it's also illegal in GM PvP due to slows target. Heaven's Light is a nice PvE weapon, featuring crushing blow, minus 33% target defense, 20% attack speed and paladin skills. A great all-arounder for Zeal, Smite or FOH builds. In Ethereal, Tomb Reaver is very good for PvE as well, as it has all resistances and magic find bonus on it. You can use the open sockets for additional attack speed and damage. Like that you can have a weapon with 90% IAS and more than 1000 max damage. It is most effectively used by wolves, but I also successfully played it on Barbarian and Paladin. A Reaper's Toll can also be worthy if Ethereal. It is great for the Act 2 mercenary to help you break physical immunities. Last we have 3 throwing weapons. You can't add sockets here, but they usually don't break. Titan's Revenge, for example, is self-replenishing. It's a standard for a Boazon's weapon switch. Barbarians refill the stacks by their mastery. Here an Ethereal Lacerator is very popular. It triggers amplify damage, which not only increases your damage, but also breaks immunities. A War Shrike is played for 50% deadly strike and piercing attack. An Ethereal one can bring you some high runes as well. These are the most important Ethereal unique items you should keep in mind while farming, and maybe you still have a hidden treasure on an old mule character. Just as promised, I'll finally show you the body armors on Barbarian, Paladin and Amazon. I say goodbye, take care and may the loot be with you.
Follow me. Come on. Thanks. Goodbye.